welcome all here to Nerd Quiz number 8. We're playing some trivia here, some nerd trivia. I have 4 delicious rounds all set to go, and we're going to jump right into round 1, which is literature. Now, what I usually do is I read the first line of a book and I ask you to name the book. We're going to do something different this time. I'm going to name you 4 characters that appear throughout a series of books, and I want you to name me that series. For example, if I gave you the 4 characters of Ron, Hagrid, Hermione, and Severus, you of course would say the Harry Potter series. Got it? I hope so. Let's jump into number 1. Here are those 4 characters. Jack Pumpkinhead, Nick Chopper, Glinda, and Ozma. Number 2. Ben Holiday, Questor Thuse, Willow, the Paladin. Number 3. Jake Chambers, Eddie Dean, the Crimson King, and Stephen King. Number 4. Alice Hargreaves, Mark Twain, Cyrano de Bergerac, and Richard Francis Burton. And number 5, Dworkin, Oberon, Corwin, and Eric. Round 2 is on one of my favorite writers of all time, Ray Bradbury. Ray Bradbury passed away a couple of years ago, and I miss him, man. I miss him. The world is not as good without Ray in it. So, got 5 questions here in honor of Ray Bradbury. Let's see how much you guys know about him. Number 6. What was the title of Ray Bradbury's first published short story collection? Number 7. The movie The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms was loosely adapted from what Ray Bradbury short story? Number 8. Bradbury helped design the main attraction for what Disney theme park? Number 9. In 1992, Bradbury presented a special Academy Award to what visual effects creator and lifelong friend? And number 10, which of Bradbury's works is mentioned on his gravestone? Round 3 is on movies, movie adaptations to be specific. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a movie poster, and I want you to name the book or the short story from which the movie was adapted. Number 11. Number 12. Number 13. Number 14. And number 15. Round 4 is on fictional swear words. I'm going to play you 5 clips from 5 different science fiction television series, and each clip is going to contain a fictional swear word, which allows them to sort of gritty up the show and let the characters curse, but still gets through the censors. So here we go. All I want you to do is name the television show. Number 16.
I don't give a frack.
Number 17.
Shazbat.
Number 18.
Oh, poopy.
Number 19.
How the frill did one of your prisoners get loose?
And number 20.
Smeggy well smeg off, you annoying little smeggy smegging smegger.
Alright, pencils down, everyone. Hope you did well. Let's go over the answers. Number 1, those 4 characters are from the Oz series. I bet Ozma probably gave it away. Glinda, of course, is the Good Witch. Nick Chopper, in case you didn't know, is the name of the Tin Man. That's cool. Number 2, those characters are from the Landover series by Terry Brooks. In the first book, Ben Holiday buys Magic Kingdom Landover. He buys it for $1 million and he becomes the ruler of that kingdom. It's so good. It's fantastic. Check it out. Number 3, those characters are from Stephen King's Dark Tower series. And yes, Stephen King appears as a character in his own books. Number 4, those are all actual people from our world, but they appear as main characters in the Riverworld series. If you have not read the Riverworld series, so good. Definitely check it out. It is well worth reading. It's great. And number 5, those are all members of the royal family in the Amber series by Roger Zelazny. Another great series of books. Check them out. They are so good. Very pulpy, very action-packed, very well written as well. Round 2 on Ray Bradbury. Number 6, Ray Bradbury's first short story collection was called Dark Carnival, which was later republished with a few add-ons and became October Country. It's hard to find Dark Carnival now. If it's ever published at all, it's always published in the October Country version. Number 7, that movie is based on Ray Bradbury's story, The Foghorn. Very loosely based. The Foghorn is maybe 5 pages long. Not really full movie material, so there's just one scene really that's sort of pulled from that short story. Number 8, Ray Bradbury helped design Epcot Center, that big silver geodesic dome that's in the middle of Epcot. Yeah, Ray Bradbury had a hand in designing that thing. Whatever it is, I've never been. Number 9, Ray Bradbury gave a special Academy Award to his lifelong friend and guy also named Ray Harryhausen. I'll bet you know Ray Harryhausen. He was the special effects wizard who did the stop motion animation for Jason and the Argonauts and the original Clash of the Titans with the Medusa, all the snakes in her head, and she's actually a giant snake herself. That's Ray Harryhausen's creation, and we owe him a big thanks for that. And number 10, the only one of Ray Bradbury's works to be mentioned on his gravestone. It makes sense because it's probably his best. Fahrenheit 451. Round 3. Hey, speaking of movie adaptations, a couple of questions ago, that's where I got the idea. The Last Man on Earth was based on I Am Legend by Richard Matheson. That book was filmed several times, of course, with the Fresh Prince in I Am Legend, but also Omega Man, starring Moses, Charlton Heston. Number 12, Blade Runner. You probably know that movie, of course. Do you know the book? A very weird book. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. Reanimator was based on a short story by H.P. Lovecraft called, it's almost called Reanimator, but it was called Herbert West Reanimator. Number 14, 2001, A Space Odyssey was adopted by Arthur C. Clarke from his own short story called The Sentinel. And number 15, Soylent Green, was based on a book called Make Room by Harry Harrison. Haven't read it yet. It's kind of on my list of books to find and read, but apparently it's about overpopulation in the future. And number 4, which I hope was kind of fun, Fictional Swear Words. Boy, you can get away with a lie if you just change one vowel sound, can't you? Frack,
I don't give a frack.
of course, is from Battlestar Galactica. Shazbot, number 17,
Shazbot.
was from Mork and Mindy. Number 18,
Oh, Poopy.
Poopy, was often used in Mystery Science Theater 3000. Number 19, Frel can mean many, many things.
How the frill did one of your prisoners get loose?
In the universe of Farscape. And number 20, I haven't seen the show. Everybody tells me I should. I'm gonna have to check it out at some point, but Smeg.
Smegging well smeg off, you annoying little smegging smegger.
Is the all-purpose utility curse word in Red Dwarf. And here we are at the end, sort of where I like to ramble on about my favorite things in science fiction and fantasy. And Ray Bradbury is definitely one of my favorite writers ever. Ray was my literary father. He was the first writer that I knew by name, the first writer whose style I could recognize. And if you know Ray Bradbury's work at all, yes, he has a absolutely unique style that no one can touch. The first Bradbury story I ever read was The Foghorn. I found it in an anthology book that I got as my introductory set of books from the Science Fiction Book Club. I chose that, and Ray was in there, and I fell in love immediately with what he was able to do. In that story, The Foghorn, a dinosaur hears the foghorn from a lighthouse, and it calls out across the sea, and the dinosaur living at the bottom of the ocean hears it, and he thinks it's a possible mate. So he rises to the surface of the water, and he tries to make love to the lighthouse. It's weird, right? It's hokey. It sounds ridiculous on the surface, but you know what? So does every Shakespeare plot. Okay, stay with me here. Break down Hamlet, and it sounds dumb. A kid comes home from college to find that his dad has been killed and his uncle is shagging his mom. So to get revenge for his father's murder, he puts on a play and pretends to be crazy? Really? That doesn't make any sense. It's kind of silly. But in the masterful hands of Shakespeare, it's perfect. It's not the tale, it's the teller. And Bradbury was the best. Words obeyed him. Ray knew the poetry of the heart, the secret language of the wind and the shadows. I read him in awe. I tried to write like him, and of course I couldn't, because no one can. I tried to write like Stephen King, and I failed again. Tried to copy Harlan Ellison, no way. And I came up miles short again and again, and I called out, "Help me, Ray! I can't write like you. I'm lost, and I don't know who I am." And Ray said to me, "This self is yours. Be it." And what is that? You cry at hearthing breast. Is there no rest? No, only journeying to be yourself. So be the only you that's truly you on earth. And I heard it, and I was calm, and I felt worthy. Anyway, thank you guys very much for celebrating Ray with me and all the great pleasures of science fiction and fantasy. I had fun, and I hope you guys did too. So, thank you, Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails, for allowing your music to be used royalty-free. That's very nice of you. And thank you, the Internet, for being the infinite museum of wonders that you are. Thanks, guys, for listening, for playing along. It means a lot to me that you tune in. Hey, leave a comment. Tell me if you liked it. You know, if you don't like it, maybe don't leave a comment. Anyway, go on out there and be the finest you that you can be. Be large. Contain multitudes. And I'll see you next time.